something you're not going to get in a GT2 RS. It's got that instant torque that makes it really fun to drive. And then you have all the super modern chassis stuff, as you said. It's a really unique combination, I believe.
I mean, it handles so nicely.
Isn't it?
You're finding the limits of this thing on a public road, you're going to jail.
Yeah. And it's a Mustang.
I know.
You know?
Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage Automotive Royalty today, at least for me. This is my brand new 2025 Mustang GTD. Been waiting for this for about a year and a half. Pretty exciting car. You all know about it, I'm sure. This is car number 12. My Ford GT was car number 12. My other Ford GT was car number 12. So this is keeping that whole thing rolling. Very exciting car. Probably the greatest Mustang they ever built. Certainly the fastest, most powerful. You all know about Le Mans and the history it made there when it did the ring under 7 minutes, which is pretty amazing. But let's bring in the man responsible for this, a true car guy, Jim Farley, CEO, president, or whatever they call all that stuff.
Hi, Jay.
Very
Hi.
cool. Yeah, thank you so much for doing this project. It's great to see real car guys running the show in Detroit with all the manufacturers. I mean, it's really exciting to see American engineering, and I love the fact that you have the audacity to take on Porsche. It just makes me like Mustang gets just people like what? It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's great. It makes excitement. It makes the brand exciting. Just a wonderful job.
Well, thank you, Jay. We're really proud of the project. This was always the idea. The secret behind this car was that when we did the GT, we actually wanted to do a Mustang, but there's no way we could have won Le Mans. Then the rules changed, and we always had this car in mind. And for me as a CEO, I didn't think it was right that Porsche had all the fun for these kind of cars.
Right,
so
right.
To your point, for me to be here in the garage with you, getting your car, it's kind of like a 10-year journey.
Oh yeah, it's very exciting because I'm one of those guys, you know, when I was 14, my nose pressed against the glass at Shawsheen Motors, the Ford dealer in Andover, Massachusetts, when the Mustang was coming in.
Yes.
And you got a hot dog or a donut, they gave you something, and they took, you know, they had the sheets covering the windows so you couldn't see the new cars until the actual day. You know, it was just
and
a
then
whole
like,
different.
look at this car. We've gone so far for the Mustang.
Now this one has the performance package on it.
Yes.
Tell us what that entails.
You got all the good stuff. So not only do we have the base GTD, which we'll talk about, but the performance pack has DRS. It's got a bunch of aero stuff in the front, some canards, stuff you don't see, but it's really meaningful. We actually produced the performance pack so we could get under 7 minutes at the ring. It was really difficult. Only 4 cars have ever done it. First American car to ever do it.
Right.
It's also, you know, front engine car. That makes it even more interesting. But we developed that DRS system for the high speed. It's got almost 2,000 pounds of downforce, 180 miles an hour. 202, I think, is the max velocity. Yours will go a little faster. Yeah, I mean, the performance pack has really enabled us to make a lot of changes aerodynamically and with dampers to get to that less than 7 minutes.
And DRS means drag reduction system.
Yes.
Okay, since you mentioned, here's what incredible me, how incredibly rigid this is.
Yes.
Because this is bolted or however they fastened it directly to the frame.
Correct.
You know, I have my Countach in there, and I took the stupid wing off because it was just on the real.
Yes.
So it would just bend the trunk if you really were applying that much downforce. This, you realize,
it's really,
it's
really solid. And the DRS, this goes totally flat, just like a Formula One car. We actually can't race with this. So this car has a bunch of technology like the DRS system that IMSA and at Le Mans we can't use, which was cool. Now a lot of the people in the company were like, but Mr. Farley, we don't really have to put that on. I was like, no, we want a DRS system for the customer. We want the road car to have stuff that the race car doesn't have.
I know, well that was also the situation with McLaren in the F1.
Yes.
When the F1 road car went to Le Mans, they actually had to detune it.
There you go.
Because it had too much horsepower. It had to be 5 something.
Yes.
Whatever, I don't know exactly what it was. And that's sort of the same thing here. I noticed that. I noticed, for example, in the race car, I noticed you can't see the tire through these vents.
Yes.
But in this one you can. Explain why that is.
Well, it just extracts the air and a lot better. We had a big debate about this air whole feature here. I really we all fought for it, the car people in the company, because it's a lot more expensive. But this just gives a lot more aero in the car that we race. We don't have that luxury. That's what's cool about this car, is that people getting this car are going to get stuff that you don't get on the race car, which is part of it. And I love the fact that you noticed this rear stanchion for because this really was very difficult to engineer. Most people, as you said, put it through, even the body structure, we wanted this to go through the C-pillar. It's a lot more downforce and a lot better for the handling, but it took a lot of engineering. Actually, Larry Holt and I argued a lot with a lot of people in the company whether we wanted to do this or not. It was critical for us.
Yeah, I love these kind of things. I remember when Ferdinand Peake told, it was 25 years ago, his engineers, I want a 1,000 horsepower Bugatti, and they were like, well, it can't be done. And he just said, well, just do it. It's as simple as that. Came back with 11 radiators, 12 or something crazy. But at the time, that seemed unbelievable.
Outrageous,
just crazy.
Yes.
Just 1,000, what? You know.
Well, there's a lot of kind of things like that in a car. A lot of people think, it's a big car company, Porsche's out there. These projects come down to people.
Well, my favorite thing about Ford is they're not afraid to put their name on an expensive car.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of times the manufacturer will have a car, but they have to call it the something or come up with a new name.
Yes.
There's all these offshoots. Lexus is really Toyota, Genesis, because we don't think. I remember when the Ford GT came out in 2005. I paid $129,000. They went, nobody's going to pay that for a Ford. Well, they will if it's worth the money.
It's a good car,
If it's a good car. And
yes.
I mean, a Mustang that starts at $300, whatever it is, $1,000 for the base model.
Yeah.
It seems ridiculous. But if the car is really worth it, and you proved at Le Mans that it could be done.
Yes.
I mean, that was the old thing back in the day. You race on Sunday, sell on Monday.
Yes.
And that kind of disappeared for a while. I don't know what happened. But this is a classic example of it coming back in spades. Because if this car had bombed out at Le Mans, you probably wouldn't sell any. I mean, you sell a few, but now it's a proven thing.
Real credibility for us. And the rear suspension, we put a rear transaxle in this car. We didn't have to do that, but that was the right thing to do to get the weight distribution right. We didn't have to put a dry sump. We didn't have to put a carbon fiber drive shaft. All those things, every detail matter, because we have no problem going up against Porsche with the GT2 RS or GT3 RS. We have no problem. We are unapologetically doing it our own way. Mustang is now the best-selling sports coupe in the world.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And the exciting part is, as much as I like the outside of the car, you're really paying for the chassis and the inside.
Yes, yes.
Because people, it looks like a Mustang, okay. Yeah. But it's I mean, for example, where the transmission is, that's your dry sump.
Yes, exactly. Okay. We reconfigured the whole car because we want, to beat Porsche, it takes a lot. And we want to do it our own way, 815 horsepower, an American muscle car. But to really be fully competitive and be faster than them at all these tracks, we had to do a lot of radical things.
And the reason this car is so expensive, you take a Mustang off the line, body and white.
We do, yes.
And then you pretty much cut it here. You just replace everything from here back with the carbon fiber.
Correct. Yeah, the roof, carbon fiber, then pretty much the front and the rear of the car is different. It's got a 4-inch track width, and we rebuild the car with carbon fiber. It's completely unique. But what's cool, as you said, is the center of the car is the same as our EcoBoost, $30,000 Mustang.
Right.
But that's about it. Right. Everything else is unique.
Okay, so you cut it here.
Yes.
And the carbon fiber is bonded to the chassis?
It is, yes, exactly right. Yep.
And bonded means, well, I know it's not glue, but it's
close. Believe it or not, that's how it works.
Yeah.
And we've been doing it for a long time, as you said, with a lot of performance vehicles and our performance trucks. Raptor R, a lot. We've learned a lot from the off-road about the structure, rigidity of doing carbon fiber, steel, aluminum all together.
The window is really the selling point. It really makes it pretty cool.
Huh?
But that wasn't an afterthought, but you didn't plan it that way. You're just going to put that suspension in it, and somebody said, hey, why don't you put a window there?
Yeah, I have to say, I want to say about that was me. I said, look, wouldn't it be cool if someone, while they're driving, can look in the rearview mirror and see their suspension? Because it moves a lot more than people think as a push rod suspension. And I thought, I don't know, it's like Porsche would never do that, but like we're Ford, we're an American company. Like that's cool. Show the engineering. Our idea for the car is we want to bring the best technology to an American muscle car.
5.2 liter Predator engine, right?
Yes.
815 horsepower.
Yes.
And what is the torque on this motor?
The torque is 664 foot-pounds of torque, just under 5,000 RPM.
That's pretty good. But I mean, horsepower sells cars, torque wins races.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Because even now, even 815, well, there's other stuff that has more.
Yeah.
But that's not the issue here. You've got balance. I mean, Porsche won everything with the least horsepower of any car at Le Mans.
Yes.
Because, again, you take in aerodynamics and engineering. That's what I love, that it's a whole package. And I mean, I see kind of so many supercars that people kind of not build themselves, but they use a giant Corvette engine.
Yes.
This is a ground up project.
That's it. That was a whole project.
Yeah.
Small group of people building the best technologies, you said, for braking, chassis, suspension, powertrain, everything. But make sure it's a Mustang.
Yeah, and I imagine that it must be, you see the bean counter. Why do we need carbon fiber back here?
Right there, the DRS. We had 100 arguments like that during the development of the car.
Well, in the old days, those guys would have won. I remember Duntov with the 63 Corvette. And the way that you have these here to prevent lift of the front end, he wanted to put slats in the Corvette. It's not because it costs too much. Just draw them on. That's what they told him to do. And they did. When you look at 63 Corvette, they're just black lines.
Got it.
But that's supposed to keep the front end from right. And the front end does go up.
It does,
Yeah. It's just fun. I like the fact that they're listening to engineers rather than just marketing people now.
Well, that's what we're trying to do with the company is Bronco, Raptor, Mustang, our work vehicles. We should just lean into the things that we do naturally well and be who Ford is, not another company. And I'm really proud of the company for Mustang because we have Dark Horse, which we never had a Dark Horse before. We're now racing at, you can buy a track car from the dealership, you can buy a drag car from the dealership, you can get a GT4, a GT3 from Ford. We're now starting to build race cars. We have the Mustang Challenge, our same make race series like Porsche does, going down Le Mans. Like the French people loved it. Yeah. It's different than Porsche. Even the Porsche Cup people were all taking pictures. I was like, yeah, all right.
Well, that's what's great. I mean, it's fun to get the patriotic thing going. As an American, it's fun to see go. And it always made me laugh that when Ford went against Ferrari, they were the underdog. You had this $10 billion corporation versus this $5 million corporation. And Ford was the underdog. But I remember Henry Ford II flying windshields in on 747s to replace.
Oh, Jay, that is so funny you mentioned that. I actually have the receipt in my office for the overage. It's really funny. It's a note from the finance group to Iacocca says, you went over budget at Le Mans because of windshields and everything out, $400,000. But we are still holding you accountable for your year-end profit target. That was pretty funny.
Well, that's what I mean.
To your point,
And this car is expensive because that's what it costs to build it.
It does.
It's not all, you don't really make a lot of profit on these, do you?
No, I think for us to break even, but to have people like yourself who can enjoy it, drive it on their favorite road, bring it to a car show. We have an application process,
Right.
And we really care deeply about who buys these cars. We don't want people not just to flip them, we don't want people to just put it and not drive it. And you drive all your cars. That's what's great about the show. And that's the applications we'll approve.
Let's open the hood and show them what we got here. Oh, we got to do it up there front first, right? And then get it.
Yeah. It's a two-step process. Okay, yours is pretty special because everyone involved in the project.
All the guys signed it. That's great. All the men and women that worked on it. That's terrific.
We want it to be for you, Jay.
I got there with my Ford GT. And it's so funny. I hear from people, hey, my dad worked on your car. I'm going to be in California. You know, oh, yeah,
That's
come
cool.
on by. We'll show you.
That's cool.
We'll show
That's
you
cool.
his signature. Yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of room here.
There's not a lot of room here.
And as you can see, we use a lot of advanced materials, but it's a great drivetrain. It's very American with the strut tower brace, the multimatic dampers in the front as well. As you said, the Predator engine. There's not a lot of room. You and I would have a tough time, you know, working on this.
Yeah, I can see that. And you've got these look sort of handmade too.
Yes.
I like the weld here.
Yep.
I guess one is for the supercharger, one is for the radiator.
Exactly,
For coolant?
perfect. Yes, coolant. And yeah, you need it for the supercharger now because it gets used a lot.
And just standard coolant, right? There's nothing
Yes,
tricky
yeah,
here.
nothing
Okay.
fancy.
And this is magnesium, isn't it?
It is,
Okay.
yes, perfect, exactly, Jay.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Well, very cool. I like the weld here. The guy did a nice job.
That's a signature for a car person.
Yeah, yeah.
How you weld.
I know car guys always make fun of me because I call this the Monte Carlo bar, because in the 63.5
Yeah.
Falcon,
Yes.
they took the Falcon to France,
Yes.
and it came in like 129th. So it was like, oh, that's unbelievable. But they didn't expect it to do anything.
Yes.
It was a Falcon. It's
Yeah,
a Falcon.
yeah.
They sent it, and they, the stippling of the chassis, they called the Monte Carlo bar to
I
honor
see.
that race.
I see.
Yeah, and it just sort of stuck. No, it's just terrific. And no stick. Look at, they got struts here
Yeah.
now. Ooh, big time, yeah. Yeah, very nicely done. And you know, my favorite thing about it is, like with my Ford GT, when I get in it, my phone, everything syncs up immediately because you have
Yes.
that sync system.
Yes.
You've got to put it in millions of cars.
Yes.
And it's pretty bulletproof. You know,
It
I
is.
have a bunch of exotics, and you just wait to, you know, the electronics don't quite
Yeah.
match up, or it takes too long.
Well, that's a really good point. That's
Yeah.
one of the advantages of doing this as a Mustang.
Right.
Because you get all the modern, and we just updated the Mustang, as you know, with the really nice digital screen. It's still a Mustang.
Right.
Actually, you can configure the instruments back to a Fox body or whatever, which is fun. But as you said, like, we have, you know, CarPlay and Google Automotive Services, and you get the advantage of Ford Motor Company, that we get those stuff right. You know, it's this car.
Well, my favorite thing is it shuts up the anti-Mach-E guys. You know, oh,
Yeah.
Mustang electric. It's like
Yeah.
Corvette guy. I'm not buying it. The taillights aren't round. It's not a Corvette. You know, you get everybody
Yeah.
gets so set in
Yes,
their ways.
yes, yes.
Even Porsche, you know, the Cayman I like better with the engine in the middle. But no,
Yes.
you gotta hang over the rear axle. And they do a wonderful job, obviously.
Yes.
But you know, it's like Mark Twain said, I like progress. It's change I don't like. You know, and you know, and the fact that it's still a Mustang, but just the most incredible one of all time. It's pretty
Yes.
amazing.
I'll get emotional, but when we started this project, we just really wanted to take on the European exotics, the Astons. They're all great companies, the Porsches. And I kept saying to my team, like, why should they have all the fun? Let's go for it. And honestly, Jay, I have to tell you, for me personally, getting the 12th car to you with your GT here, I mean, you are the car guy. So I'm really proud to be here.
Well, thanks. I am thrilled to have you guys here.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun that you can get to know the CEO, and that's what really makes it interesting. It puts a face on the, you know, when people see you racing, the CEO of Ford is racing at Le Mans.
Yeah.
Now, I can't imagine people back in Detroit, you know, it's like they must think you're crazy.
Yeah. Well, like you, I'm a car person.
Oh, I know,
And
I know.
My whole life is dedicated to friends like you and our industry, and it doesn't matter if it's the guy I'm working underneath my Pantera in the winter or this. You know, I'm a one-trick pony. I love cars.
Tell us about the brakes.
All right, well, they're ceramic brakes. We have about 15-inch brake in the rear of the car and a 17-inch rotor in the front, which is, you know, as big as a lot of performance wheels themselves. But great systems, Brembo, 4-piston, and that really makes this car very special. The braking system is super important.
And these kind of make me smile, these titanium lug nuts. Now those are, I guess you need a special tool for those, don't
Yes, you do. You do.
Yeah.
And even a special lubricant. You do not want to damage those.
Okay. So what, after you take the lug nut off, you put the lubricant on the threads?
Yes,
and
exactly.
that to keep it from galling the wheel?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
exactly right.
All right.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so if you get a flat tire, Just put it on the tow truck, okay? Don't jack it up on the road with, hey, my friend's got a don't do that. I mean, even though it's a Mustang, it's a very exotic Mustang.
Yes.
This is a Mustang that went to college, okay? So you have to treat it a little bit differently than the regular Mustang. But you forget, even though it's a Mustang, it's a high-performance exotic car.
It is.
I mean, it really has a lot of exotic engineering in here.
Yes.
And you've got to treat it as such. You got to drive it a certain way and take care of it a certain way. You know, you keep your other, my 350R for driving around town.
No problem. Yep.
And this is when I'm going to go up in the crest to go for a ride or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, but just the tech. And those lug nuts are amazing because they don't weigh anything. It's just,
yeah. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere we could to save weight. That's the whole idea.
Well, let's show them this back panel here.
Sure.
Pop that one there.
Yep.
Press that down.
There we go.
There we go. Now, let's
take that out. There we go.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Now, you've got the scoop here. This pulls. Well, let's show you where we put. Let me put this down right over here.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Perfect. All right.
This is what
That's a good view.
This is what I love about this thing. You've got your transmission cooler back here.
Yes.
Another oil cooler. And your air comes down through here,
Yes.
cools it, and then goes out these vents here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it.
Now this exhaust system, a lot of people, hey, why isn't it round? Well, first of all, round would hurt your ground clearance because it'd be this way. And you wouldn't be getting, the air wouldn't be coming out as smoothly, would it? Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
A lot better flow, which is all about, this car is all about aero, all about the technology fitting right, as you said. And you know, look, this didn't have a transaxle here in this car, so it took a lot of engineering to fit everything in the back of this car.
I mean, it really is, the chassis is what sold the car.
Yes.
I saw the chassis and I went, oh my God, that's, It's a full-on race car. I mean,
totally. It's a total race car.
It's exotic.
With stuff that you can't even get on the race car.
Yeah. As exotic as anything you're going to find in any European stuff.
Yes.
You know, it's a classic thing of American technology, faster, cheaper.
Yes.
You know, less
Keep
expensive.
Going.
Yeah, I mean, it really is true. Whether you're talking Corvette or Mustang, you get those European levels of performance for a third of the price.
Yes.
I mean, anything from Europe with this kind of power is $1.1 million, $1.5 million, whatever it be.
Yeah.
But all these vents here, really cool.
I like this too. The team put this little graphic to
that's
show
all
the
7
generation.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So everyone could see kind of, look, we're moving it forward.
Yeah.
We're trying to move it forward every time. And this is the ultimate Mustang we've ever built.
I mean, it's kind of fun to see Mustang become literally a brand. And it's the only one left. Camaro's gone, Firebird's gone, all the others. I mean,
we're not giving up. Bill Ford's like, there's only a couple conditions if you want to lead the company. First is, there will always be a Mustang in our lineup. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yes.
Really cool. Well, very neat. And then you have...
You can see through, I mean, it's kind of crazy what's back here.
Yeah.
You can see the whole damping system. But the best part of this car is driving.
Yeah.
It's kind of unapologetically an American car.
And your lithium-ion battery back here.
There you go.
And you're using lithium-ion because, well, I guess it's...
More energy density.
More density, yeah.
And as you said, you know, the sync system and all the over-the-air updates we do to constantly improve the user experience, we're finding that the 12-volt lead-acid battery is just not powerful enough to power the car when you're not using it, because we have to do the over-the-air updates at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, and also you have, you know, if you don't drive your car at least once a month.
Another one,
because any modern car is just a computer that's running 24 hours a day.
It is. That's exactly
and
right.
12 volts is not going to...
It's not going to do it. The cars now are, you know, we'll have $4,000 of silicon in this car, computer chips.
Right.
We'll have probably 50 control modules that control all different parts of the car. We're trying to get that down to 4 controllers, and the silicon is getting more and more expensive. People don't realize how much computer power is in a car now.
Right.
It's incredible.
And the cool thing is, when you have whether this or a Ford GT, there's that concierge service. You have a
yeah,
number.
that's a good point.
And you can bring your car to a Ford dealer.
Yes.
And a guy named Clem doesn't come out. You got a guy from the factory who's
knows
I know
everything
Tony,
about these
the Ford
cars.
GT guy. All this guy does.
Yes.
Travel around the country,
Working on
checking
this
in,
stuff.
working on
Yes.
Ford GTs. And the same thing with the Mustang. So you can
Yes.
bypass all the. I don't want to wait all day in the dealership.
Yeah.
So they're expensive. But I think
you get more
your money
service.
Yeah,
you definitely get a concierge. I think that was a good move. We learned a lot, as you said, with the Ford GT, the concierge. And, our customers kind of get friendly with Lindsay or whoever you have as your
Lindsay's
concierge.
great.
You're like, okay, I need some more protection in the front with the helicopter tape. Oh, I'll get a guy over who can do that. Yeah. Which I love.
Well, that's what's cool. I mean, that one-on-one customer experience is really what makes it. It really makes it interesting. You're not just talking to a computer.
Yes.
Please tell us your problem. And would you like to buy a hat and a whistle? No, I don't. I just want to get my car fixed. These mirrors. Now, these look to me to be, are these the stock mirrors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
And the arrow on them is fine. Isn't it?
They are.
Yeah.
So why not change them? And, we're always fighting to keep it a Mustang, too. So we want visual cue like that to be something that people say, oh, okay, that's like my Mustang. They may see your car at a car show, but they're like, oh yeah, that's my mirror.
And you got these titanium paddle shifters, which come off a jet that got ground.
Yeah, those are 3D printed.
Yeah.
Actually, the shifter knob is also 3D printed titanium.
Yeah.
Literally you said it before, every detail of this car was about weight or performance. That's a criteria.
It's built up to every dollar you get is in the car.
That's it. That's the whole point. We wanted to give people a Mustang they had never seen. We're not going to waste any money on marketing. This is all about what you pay for is what you get.
Yeah. Also, we have a brand new camera car, Ford Expedition. Our old one, it's got 150. I don't know how many miles. We strapped every kind of piece, and it's been great.
But it's been great. Yeah.
We got a new one, so we'll follow. This new Ford with another new Ford.
Yeah, we just came out with the new Expeditions, coast-to-coast technology. It's got a beautiful screen. It's got a split gate like you and I grew up with in the back. You can sit on the tailgate. Yeah, it's great. People love the Expedition.
Well, let's go for a ride.
All right, here we are.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are people used to seeing you in all sorts of cars here?
Oh, yeah. Got all kinds of torque. Well, it feels very stiff. I like that.
Yes.
And it feels well planted.
Yes.
And it's nice. I sit high enough so I'm looking down. I was afraid I'd be sitting low looking over the top, but no, it's actually very good. The exhaust system is titanium, right?
Yes, it's an Akrapovic.
Akrapovic, okay.
Yes.
I was not familiar with them.
They made, for a long time, they made motorcycle exhaust.
Oh, okay.
But I really liked how they work, and so I asked the team to contact them, see if we could put it on this vehicle.
Well, I like that concept of boutique engineering.
Yeah.
If you find a company that makes a particular bar better than you can make it, use them.
Yes.
And this way you get Brembo brakes. In the old days, in the 30s, you'd have a Gimmer steering box, and you'd have a Brown and Lippy transmission, and you'd buy it and you assemble it the way the computer industry is.
I see.
This is way more civilized than I thought it would be.
Yeah, okay.
I was expecting some bang, bang,
Yeah, no.
It's not at all. You could drive this every day.
That's the idea. You can drive it every day, but when you want to go for it, you can go for it.
Right.
And that's kind of the concept of Mustang, too. We don't want to be so extreme that we turn people off. We want people to, and that's not easy to do.
You can see the DRS working.
Perfect.
The drag reduction system. It's strictly computerized. You can't control it from the driver's seat.
Correct.
It picks up the angle or whatever the speed, and it makes all the things according.
Oh, so it's cool. You can see the dampers working.
Yeah. You know I'm driving, but thank you. Yeah, thanks. Oh, let me take a look.
Not you. No, not you. This first time for me to be on a production road, you know, like on a regular road.
Yeah.
In a GTD. You're like the 12th. How do you like the steering feel itself?
Steering feels very good.
Yeah.
I like this wheel.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear that. And like you said, you can plug in your cell phone. You have all the stuff that you need.
Yeah.
It's not like some of the smaller brands. They just don't have the resources to have a good infotainment system.
When I get on my 65, I realize I don't need all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Even though it's got the copper wires in it, so you really can't play the radio. You know.
Yes.
But it's just fun to drive. You don't need all that.
You've had that for a while, haven't you? How long have you had a Mustang in your life?
I guess not quite 40 years.
No kidding. Was your father a Ford man or not?
My dad would go in the showroom and buy, where's the other? Give me that one. If it didn't have a radio, you couldn't get a radio, you know. So we went to Shawsheen Motors. My dad had a 64 Galaxy 500 XL. So he said, let's get another one of those, you know. So we go into Shawsheen Motors in Andover, Massachusetts, and the Mustang had introduced Falcons Fairlane. All I had a Falcons Fairlane. Didn't really have any Galaxies on the floor. My dad said, well, let's go another Chevy. No, Pop. Then Tom Lawrence, the salesman, he said, you know, Miss Leno, you can order a car. I don't want to order a car. It's only 4 to 6 weeks, you know. And I said, Dad, let's order a car again. So I said, can I pick the engine, you know? And my mother said, let the boy pick the engine. What difference does it make, right? So I pulled Tom Lawrence and said, my dad's off looking at cars. And I pull him aside and go, okay, we want the Galaxy 500 XL, the 7-liter with the police pursuit package, muffler delete option. You know, I couldn't get a stick, so we had to take the automatic. And my father just signs the form.
He does.
He doesn't know. What are you getting there? That's a V8 then. Oh, okay, good. So the car comes in. My dad goes, bucket seats. I don't want bucket seats. I go, Dad, that's where they come. Oh, all right. He turns the key. He goes, there's a hole in the muffler. The damn car's got a hole in the brand new car. I go, oh, no, Miss Leno, you ordered the muffler delete. What do you mean muffler? And now we realize he's been had.
What's happened? Yeah.
So he goes, oh, for Christ's sake, get the hell out of here. So his dad gets in the car. And my mother gets in, and we're pulling out of the showroom. And my dad just nails it. And he fishtails. He goes, it's a damn rocket ship. What the hell did you make? He's just screaming at me all the way, you know. So then, like 2 weeks later, I'm in my parents' bedroom looking for something. And I see a ticket my dad got for going 110. And what it was when he went to the office, you know, my dad was manager of an insurance agency.
Yes.
So all the salesmen were young guys.
Yes.
And suddenly my dad had the coolest car of anybody, you know. And they're like, oh, Miss Leno's. So he took 4 of them for lunch. And they got nailed at 110.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah, hilarious.
That's a great story. Well, you got your own hot rod for sure now.
Yeah, this thing is great.
That's exactly the concept. I love the Ford GT, drive mine all the time, but we wanted to have a car that you could use, as you said, every day.
Right.
That had all the amazing technology, but still is something you would want to drive every day.
Right.
You know?
Right. I like pre-collision assist. I don't want any assist. I can crash on my own. You know, this thing is really great.
Yeah. Instant response. You know, and that's something you're not going to get in a GT2 RS or, you know, it's a Ford V8. It's got that instant torque.
Right.
That makes it really fun to drive. And then you have all the super modern chassis stuff, as you said. It's a really unique combination, I believe.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's so planted.
Yes, yes.
We've got to take it easy for the first 250 miles.
That's the issue.
They're restricted on horsepower. Just
Yes.
to let the engine wear in and the gearbox and everything, gets everything sort of lapped in, as they say, or seated.
Yeah.
Which I like the idea of breaking
Yeah.
a vehicle, and they try to not do it anymore because, oh no, you just drive it, but I think it just takes a certain amount. I always let a car come up to temperature before I get on it. Do you remember the ad for the Fox-bodied Mustang, the Highway Patrol? This is the Ford that catches Porsches. Do you remember that ad?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yes. And that's with a V8 with a 2-barrel. I mean, it really didn't do anything.
But it was a breakthrough moment for Mustang. After the Mustang 2, that, as you said, the 5-liter was just a transformation of these kind of cars.
I know.
And it was fun because Camaro was in the game, and there's a lot. That was a fun time. That was my first new car, an 88 GT, and that's what I was thinking about when I got this car, because that Mustang, like you, when you went across the country, I remember just being an American kid going, man, finally, because I grew up in the mid-'70s, were when I got my license, and it was a tough time to be a car person.
Oh yeah, I know.
There was not a lot of choice.
No.
But by the mid-'80s, there were a lot of good choices, American cars.
Now, is the Mustang a world car now?
It is, yes. There are Mustang clubs everywhere in the world. I mean, it is amazing how many Mustang clubs. But one of our biggest markets is Australia.
Yeah.
So we make a right-hand drive Mustang. We sell in the UK and Australia. Very popular.
And don't do any burnouts in Australia. Oh my God, they seize your car.
Yeah.
I mean, it handles so nicely.
Isn't it?
You're finding the limits of this thing on a public road, you're going to jail.
Yeah. And it's a Mustang.
I know.
But it's a Mustang. It's like an exotic car.
In a complimentary way, it's like a Miata. It feels extremely light and nimble on its feet.
Yes.
And this is not a light car.
Yeah.
I mean, all this carbon fiber, it still has weight.
Yes.
Well, as I said, we're still breaking this car in, and we'll do a follow-up when we get all our horsepower dialed in, but it's fun just to have the CEO of Ford, Jim Farley, personally deliver the car. That's pretty good. Doesn't get any better than that. Yeah, that's okay. Very cool. You don't see the Chevrolet brothers showing up. No, sir, Bob. But Jim, thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Jay.
And it's great to see a real car guy in charge of a real car company.
Well, we were so proud to make this car for you.
Yeah, well, thanks. Well, I just love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little glimpse of one of the early production GTDs. They're rolling out. I think we've got about 16 delivered so far.
Yep.
This is car number 12. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in.